Welcome back. This is part 2 of Tiny Bookshop. We left off on summer day 7, which is Sunday. So we're going to hop right back into the game. I actually really love this game. Having only played 90 minutes, this has really been my jam. And I've really enjoyed playing so far. So I kind of forgot where we left off. So I'm going to go back and look really quick. So right now we're getting a boost on drama, fact, classic, and travel because of the different objects that we have hanging outside of our home. I have to activate the typewriter once we get in game, and it allows you to write, so we'll see what that means. So I think I've equipped everything. I chose not to equip the skull because it does affect kids' sale chance by 2%, and I'm not 100% sure where I want to go yet today. So just looking at the newspaper again really quick. Good weather. I don't need any more books. I have tons. So we just need to pick a place to go. So I know one of my challenges is to go to Farside Beach 3 times. I could probably finish that one today if I'm just feeling ambitious. I also need to pick more seashells for the girl. So actually, let me make sure. Did I pick my books? I don't think I picked my books yet. I actually probably need a second bookshelf. That actually would probably be pretty helpful. Okay, let's go to the beach because I haven't had a chance to do that. Now I have a ton more kids books. Now remember that each place has very unique needs. So overall, fantasy, crime, and travel has been popular through all the 4 locations we've unlocked so far. There's 10 locations altogether, but we haven't unlocked the other 6 yet. Now, for Farside Beach, the most popular books are kids, fantasy, and crime. So I actually want to try a different technique. This time around, I think I want to start lumping books together by color. And I want to start targeting books that actually make sense in the place we're going, instead of just having a random selection of books. So since kids' books are the most popular, we're going to put out the majority kids books so I can have a bigger selection to pick from when kids come up asking for certain things. The second most popular one is fantasy, so I'm going to use up my fantasy books. I only have 12 of them. That way when people start asking for suggestions, I can actually suggest things. And then crime was the third most popular, so I think we're going to just try to have an even number of books that are relevant to what I'm talking about. So I have 12, 12, and 12. Now I'm going to throw in a travel book. I will throw in a couple of classic, just so I don't have only a certain thing. Nobody ever seems to want the fact books. Nobody ever seems to want the drama books. So let's see now doing it this way, where I actually make the shelf work for the place I'm going. Do I have a better sales day? So this is Sunday, summer 7th, and we're going back to Farside Beach. Now before I open everything up, I'm supposed to be collecting seashells for Harper. So let me look and see if there's any seashellies that I can grab really fast. I see a couple. Not a lot though. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any. Okay. So now I've collected a stamp. So afternoon at the seaside, visit the beach 3 times. You and a growing crowd of customers have thoroughly enjoyed the sun at the beach. Okay, so now we can activate this item. Click the item bar and give it a try. So the item bar is a typewriter. We got this for free at the flea market yesterday. So let's see how it works. Blank page, huh? It looks nice and pristine like that. I probably shouldn't write on it just yet. Yeah, it's better left empty rather than writing just anything. I'll come back with some ideas tomorrow. Okay, so now I have a challenge based on the typewriter. So it's called Your Big Debut. Get to work on your typewriter and finally start that book you've always wanted to write. These challenges are actually pretty cool. I'm not quite sure what the challenges do for you, because we've completed a couple. It gives you stamps, but I don't know if the stamps do something or are they just in general. Because we have 1 stamp for pretty much everywhere. I need to sell to 20 sailors and then go back, I guess, to the front to talk to Walt. Okay, let me close this because we're just about to open up shop. Oh, looks like our first customer's coming. What I like about this game is it definitely has a very cozy vibe, and there's no way to speed up time. There's no time speeding up option, so you have to go slow throughout the day. You can't just speed run through this game, which is great because this looks like it's meant to be savored, not just played. Now today, like I said, we tried a different technique of having more books. So let's see if I have a better selection. So I have a customer saying, it's bring a book to school day. I absolutely love fantasy, but I'm not looking for anything too complex or too hard to read. I'm a fan of books like Anathema. Now, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to Google it off camera. Sorry. So, Anathema. Oh, now there's a couple that came up. So, I have Anathema, which is a science fiction novel by Neil Stevenson, published in 2008. It tells the story of Fra Arrhenius, a young member of the cloistered intellectual community who lives in a world where scientists and philosophers are isolated from the rest of society. Okay, so she wants a fantasy book. What can we do that gives us that vibe? So we have The White Knight. Oh no, that doesn't sound like the same genre. I, Robot, series of 9 short stories about robot and human collaboration, sci-fi. The Well at the World's End, written by a poet, following a young adventure in an action-packed world of fading magic. Now, they said nothing too complex or hard to read. I don't know if this is complex for the kid. I'm not going to recommend J.R.R. Martin because it's mature reading. Okay, Labyrinths, selected stories and other essays. Rana, all that teenager Rana wants to do is learn martial arts. It's not really a sci-fi vibe. The Two Towers is the second book in Tolkien's epic novel. The Forces... Well, Tolkien's not an easy read. The Napoleon of Notting Hill. In an alternate universe, successors of the throne of England are chosen at random selection. And while the newest king fails to take his position seriously, one inhabitant will hold his whimsical decision with vigor. Maybe? Okay, so this says it's a graphic novel for adventurous middle school readers. Let's give this a go. Yippee! The world building sounds impressive. Perfect. So I'm glad that we had a book that was like right up their alley. So you get a boost for a few seconds when you have inspired customers, so it's kind of worth it. Now I got people looking for drama when literally nobody was looking for drama before. So it's like, that's interesting. But we're making great sales. I think we're having a better sales day than we've had the past 2 times. Oh, Harper. Summer holes are the best. My parents wanted to go somewhere on holiday, but I said, you can go without me then. I don't want to sit in the car all day. In Brooksonbury, I can just take my bike to the beach. Plus, all my friends are here. I'd miss out on all the best jokes if I went away. There's only one thing we're missing for the summer. Sandcastles. Okay, so we have a new challenge. It says the adventure begins. No better place to dream yourself away than Brookston Bay. Sell the fantasy 15 times during the summer holiday. Oh, and more fantasy books, of course. Keep up, will you? Okay, well, I've been buying a lot of fantasy books, Missy. I'm bored. I need a book. Okay, let's see what we can recommend. I can't leave without another fantasy novel. I'm ready for something epic, and also I'm ready for a 700-page commitment. Yep, I already finished the last one. Now, 700 pages, girly. That's a big book. Now, I don't want to recommend to you Game of Thrones because it's a mature read and you're supposed to be a child, but it's 800 pages, which is the volume that you wanted. Oh, Lord. I know she's not going to like it. Oh, thank goodness. I'm a bit surprised, but the world building sounds impressive. Now, in real life, I would never sell a child a mature reading book, but, you know, hey. Okay. Oh. I need to get a book. I'd like something with a fantasy world. One kid's book, please. I really like Inkheart. Okay, let's look up Inkheart. So it's a kid's book, but they want fantasy themes in it. So that's interesting. So Inkheart is a young adult fantasy novel published by Cornea Funk, first published in 2003. It follows is the first book in a trilogy. The story revolves around Maggie Folkchart and her father, who possess a unique ability to read characters and objects out of a book. Oh. So a kid's book with a fantasy element. So this is Dragon Ball's... it's a little bit of fantasy. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Alice in Wonderland is definitely fantasy, but it's not like that. The Lion, the Witch, the Wardrobe, the Lorax. I kind of want to do the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yay! Yippee! I can't wait to get lost in this world. Perfect. Glad you like it. We've been better on our book recommendations too, because we're having a better variety lately. So loving that. Making a ton of money today. Almost completely sold out of everything too, which is nice. We sold 4 books already since we started this new challenge. Now I don't think the books... Oh, it has to be sold at the Bay, I guess, to get the credit. Okay. Plus 75 money today. Not bad at all. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything else. Anything else I could have picked up. Okay. Alright, we're packing it in. Okay, so this is the review. So it says, Lighthouse might rouse fright. Haunted buildings come with a view and resident ghosts. Since the full animation of lighthouses during the 1960s, the Brookston Bay Lighthouse is no longer inhabited. Many passerbys in the following decades have reported signs of paranormal activity. Me and my mates were up there yesterday and we found a footprint near the lighthouse, and there was a bloody bang at the door. Gave me a proper fright. It did, said local fisherman's grandson. Reclusive lighthouse keeper Gareth Ellis has declined to comment on the sinister happenings. So we have some things we can purchase. Now we actually have a little bit of money, so I can be a little bit more discriminate on what I'm looking for. I definitely want to do the cheap stuff. I don't know. I like a variety of books. I'm low on fact books and fantasy books. I don't know if poetry is going to help me at this point. Now, these are paperback mysteries. They're getting really cheap. It's now 15 cents when it was previously 30. So I'm wondering if it's a good vibe. We got a lot of crime books, but crime books are also really popular. So I think I'm going to hold on to these. I'm not going to buy anything else. Let's decide where we want to go tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is Monday. So I haven't been to Mega Marché yet, so that's probably the place to go. I have no idea what they're gonna be wanting. We've never gone to this one before, so I don't know what they're gonna want. So I'm gonna try to have a little bit of everything. I am gonna put a couple fact books up here and a couple drama, because I can't guarantee what people are looking for. Definitely gonna have some of the classics. Okay, crime for sure. We just spent a whole bunch of money buying crime books. Kids, not so many, because usually kids only go shopping with their parents, so I can't imagine we're gonna have a ton of kids. That's a pretty even amount, and I'm focusing highly on crime and classic. So let's go to Mega Marché. This is Monday, summer 8th. Now I want to look around the environment because we haven't had a chance to do that. We have some bikes with bells on them. You got a trash can. Oop, I didn't mean to knock it over. We picked up a birdhouse. So it's a safe haven for small critters. While it's equipped, we get a +1 for all travel sales chance. Cool. That's why it's important to click around the environment if you can, because you might find something cool. Okay. Let's set up shop then. Oh, I want to activate the typewriter. Alrighty, here we go. Come on, I know you're thinking some thoughts. Let them out. Oh, so we get to choose. Bees. Death, dying, mortality. We'll all die someday. With each tick of the clock, that day grows closer. What will I have left behind? Okay, a bit dark, don't you think? But I can make it work. We'll slap on a happy ending, yeah? Okay, so we're using the typewriter and really getting somewhere with that. We may have had our first customer. I see people starting to kind of crop up here. I wonder if we're going to see Klaus again. Because I think he's the one that told us to come here, so... Oh, you could talk to people. How interesting. How friendly. Is that Klaus? I think that is him. Is no one purchasing anything? I see a lot of people coming on and off. Okay, I got a crime book. So crime is always popular. Hey mate, nice to see you again. You mind if I hang around a bit? I need to do some writing. Sure, go for it, Klaus. You know how I told you about my band? Well, I wanted to work on a concept album while our bassist is away. But it hasn't been going super well. I even took some time off work to focus better, but I'm just absolutely out of ideas. Like, it's been weeks and I've got nothing. I'm trying to get a bit stressed, to be honest with you. Don't want to disappoint everyone. Got any ideas for me, mate? So you song about heartbreak or song about getting drunk? Probably drunk. Nah, mate. Drinking isn't really my thing, so I wouldn't know anything about that. I want more of a prog rock thing going on. Like, the whole album needs to tell a story. So we have a new challenge. Want to help Klaus come up with a song. Keep recommending books he likes and talking to him often. Well, I have another think on it, alright? Peace out. Alright, Klaus. Oops, I got recommendations. Shh, honey, I'm talking to the bookseller right now. Give me one more whodunit for my collection. Also, I'm looking for a crime novel. I'm obsessed. So we want a whodunit. This, well, Silence of the Lambs definitely will be a whodunit. Kind of. The Mysterious Affair of Styles, A Book of Many Beginnings, the start of Christie's career as a prolific crime novelist, the first appearance of the beloved Belgian detective Hercule Poirot, and the first in a long series of brilliant and successful whodunits. Well, she says she wanted whodunit and she wanted crime. Got it. Amazing. The Mysterious Affair at Styles. I wonder who did it. Glad you like it. Okay, well, we got people inspired to spend that money, because this is not giving me a lot here. It's kind of slim pickings. I made more money at the beach, but this is also my first time at this location, so now I'll know what people are looking for. I can try to do a better job. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush. I wouldn't mind something like a thriller. I'm also obsessed with crime novels, but I don't enjoy dry books. Okay, so Crime and Punishment. Poverty and guilt drives a bright young man to a dark deed. How will he grapple with the consequences of his crime? That sounds like a thriller. If Tomorrow Comes, a thrilling mystery about a regular woman's descent into a life of crime. Well, this sounds better. Woo! If Tomorrow Comes. Can't wait to see what happens. Yes, we've been great on these recommendations. I have a way better chance. My drama book sold out, which I'm super surprised by, because usually drama doesn't sell. So I'm surprised to see. So now we know if I have drama books to move, bring it to the Mega Marché. Are we done for the day? Yep, guess we're packing it in. Okay, I think we had a good time. So I want to look at the journal because this is a new location for us. So we learned a little bit about Klaus. He's Winter 27. He likes fact and travel novels. But I want to learn a little bit more about the locations. So for Mega Marché, we've learned that the best books are crime, drama, and classic. And they're closed on Sundays. So I need to visit 3 times. So that's something worth noting. Now I'm not sure where to go. Well, maybe I should have looked at the stamps. So for the waterfront, I still need to sell more books to sailors. I could always go back to the waterfront. I don't have any challenges for Cafe Libre. I need to sell more books at the beach and visit the supermarket 3 times. It's not Saturday yet, so let's go back to the waterfront, but let me read the magazine first. So it says, Brooks and Berry's love of books. A new tiny bookshop sparks passionate discussions. Mere days after their arrival on the scene, the mobile seller has Brooks and Berry's literature scene abuzz. But what's for a pleasant browsing experience? According to Tilde, former bookstore owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's taste, the higher the chances they'll find what they're looking for. For those readers who might not yet know what to look for, the review recommends seeking the assistance of your local bookseller. Okay, so we have used books for $5, but they're more random. They have mint condition murders, which is more murder mysteries. They have young adult tear jerks, real tear jerkers and page turners, and an assorted bundle of poetry. So if you look at the colors here, the red circle tells you these are crime books. The green circle tells you these are drama books. The kind of tan circle tells you it's classic. And then this is probably a mix of everything. I mean, it's 5 cents. Doesn't hurt to have a little bit of everything. Because I'm a little short in certain categories. I wish I could buy books in specific categories because these 2 are getting light. I also have unlocked some customizations. So I unlocked the birdhouse, which gives me a +1 for travel books. Might as well equip it. I don't want to lose any on kids books yet. Although there were no kids at the waterfront. So maybe I'm okay to put the kids books out. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Waterfront Square, which we haven't done since we started. I'm going to take the kids books off because we haven't had kids yet. I'm going to add a bunch of crime books. So for Waterfront Square, they like travel, fact, classic, and fantasy. So actually, let me add some travel. Plus I have these sailors who are supposed to be coming in looking for it. Fact books, we're going to fill up the rest of this row. Classics. And then fantasy. Okay. I don't have any kids books or dramas, but I'm assuming these people are not going to look for it. So this is Tuesday, summer 9th. I want to explore this again. The coastal wildlife on Brookston Bay. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of marine animals native to the local bay. You recognize a moon jellyfish with 4 purple circles. You remember seeing a stranded one at Far Beach before. The delicate tentacles are used to catch prey such as plankton, but are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight. It has a characteristically bright orange spot on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers can seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitats. They're incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, presumably using them to nest in. Lastly, there's a group of small gray acorn barnacles pictured, shown to look different above and below the water surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually the shells of small arthropods? An acorn barnacle's legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch plankton out of the water. Fascinating creatures. Seems like you found a new appreciation for coastal creatures today. Okay, I've never looked at that. The dog. Good dog. Oh. The little stray seems a bit hungry. Oh, we got a challenge to feed the stray. Would you like to pet? Yes. Can we pet the dog? Oh. That's why it's really good to check your environment so you can see. Hey, it's working again. Thank goodness for municipal maintenance. Oh, we can see different parts of the bay. We can't see much. The lighthouse. This lonely tower lights the way over Brookston's coast. Oh, you can visit it. So there's a challenge to visit the lighthouse. So visit Brookston's iconic tower up on the cliffs for the first time. Okay. Do I want to talk to him? See what he's selling today? Have a look, matey. Yeah, your stuff is very expensive. That's the only thing. So the tattling trout, it echoes the wisdom of the sea. So you get a +4 to travel sales. While the fish is talking, you get a +25 to maritime effects. You get -2 recommendations per day. For the globe, you get +1 to daily expenses for each different location you visited in the past 7 days. +2 to travel sales. This one gives you +1 to travel sales effects, but -15 to animal effects. I don't really need any of that, so... Oh, I heard you gave Tildy a hand with clearing out her shop, did you? I'm sure she'd appreciate that, but you know you can also check in on her from time to time. If I know Tildy, she'll have a hard time letting go. Always been that way since I've known her. I'll try to get back to seeing Tildy, but... you know, I also am running a small business. So I don't really have unlimited free time. I am working, so... Oh, that's our... He writes for the review. Now you're telling me there's 19 books and you can't find one? What's with that latest headline? Give me one of those huge tomes, you know, more than 700 pages. However, I don't usually like anything when authors add magic to everything. I'm a fan of books like Anthem. So you want a sci-fi 700 pages. Ooh, I don't know if I have anything. I don't have anything. No worries, it was a long shot. Yeah, you wanted something very specific. I didn't pack a lot of fantasy, sir. Okay, the travel books are moving a little bit. That Tildy? Okay, so she came to me. I'm almost out of crime books. Yes, I sold 20 books to local sailors. Impressive catch you got there. R. Waltz, probably. Nice. Hello, dear. Can I give you a word of advice? You'll probably soon gather some regulars, people who will always return to your shop and who like to chat. In my experience, they greatly appreciate if you can remember some details about them. Maybe last week they told you about their hobby or that their birthday's coming up. I recommend writing these things down in your journal. For example, young Harper is celebrating her birthday soon, and you know how important birthdays are at that age. I'm sure she'd be delighted if you give her your best wishes. Here, let me lend you that journal for a minute. I'll fill in all the important dates I can remember off the top of my head. Well, thanks, Tildy. I meant to activate this. Right, listen up. I've got the perfect heart-wrenching moment for the second act. As I lay on the bed and studied the wallpaper on the ceiling, I asked myself, was everything we had a lie? And if so, could I believe in that lie a little longer? What do you mean it's wordy and obnoxious? Look who's the expert now. But alright, I guess I'll revise by tomorrow. Oh, she wants a hand. Hello, dear. I usually like books that involve plot twists. I love that whodunits are coming back, and I quite like a thrilling story. I only have one crime book. I don't think it's going to be up your speed. It's a horror, but it's not a whodunit. You want something thrilling. I don't really have anything. Sorry. The travel books were a hit here. Hold on. How can I help? What's the scuttlebutt? Give me a fact book. I only read contemporary books. I don't know what you consider contemporary. Let me Google it off camera. So what is a contemporary book? A contemporary book in literary terms are works of fiction that are set in the present or the very recent past. So you want something kind of recent. That's not really the very recent past. This book shares personal experience with... Oh, that's kind of recent, 2022. That's encyclopedia. Okay, well, you're not going to want dinosaurs. Let's give you the 2022 book. Perfect. Another piece of knowledge acquired. Okay, I'm glad he liked that. Not a bad day, though. Thanks for coming. He bought quite a few books. Cool. Alright, we're packing it up. I might want to see the lighthouse tomorrow. Okay, so bookseller continues to sell books. An update from our local bookstore. Yesterday at the Waterfront Square, our local bookseller sold 21 books total for 51 money after expenses. We're looking forward to seeing where our bookseller will head next. Weather's still perfect. We have a ton of options. I need fact books. I'm really low. And I need fantasy. I'm really low on those as well. I don't think I need any other new books. I don't need new kid books. And I don't need new drama books. And so I'm not going to buy any books at the moment. Looking at the journal, I have to throw the dog a bone. I don't know how to throw him a bone. I don't own any. Now I unlocked the lighthouse, which has its own thing. So we'll have to look into that some more. But we're still seeing travel and fact at the top too. Now she introduced me to, like, she said Harper's birthday is summer 12. So what day are we on? Summer 12 is coming up. So I think I need to be at the beach on summer 12. But today's only summer 10. So I have a little bit of time before I need to end up back there. Let's try the lighthouse because we've never been. I don't know what they're going to like, but everyone seems to like crime. And fantasy. So I'm going to restock those. I'll put a couple kids just to have them on there. Travel, I think we're good on. And a little bit of drama probably is fine. So we have a good selection. Okay, so this is our first time going to Lighthouse. So we got a stamp for visiting for the first time. Let's check out the environment. Oh, there's something hanging down there. Crate of flowers. When equipped, you get +2 to drama sales and a +1 to kid sales. The coastal wildlife of Buxton Bay. The most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the coastal fauna native to the cliffs surrounding the lighthouse. There's the rock pipit, a small and unassuming bird with streaked grayish-brown feathers. This non-migratory bird likes to nest in cliff crevices and pick off small invertebrates from rocks or shallow water to feed. The greenish shore crab is pictured sitting in a shallow rock pool carrying a piece of seaweed in its claw. The shore crab's color can vary from green to brown to red, with red individuals often being more aggressive. The only mammal you can see is the gray seal, its long snout peeking curiously out of the water. You can sometimes find seals on land whenever they are resting to digest their hearty fish diet. Seals share an ancestor with sea lions and walruses, but these cousins are not native to our area. Goodness, these seal babies look cute. If you feel like you've gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. Okay. Wonder what you can see from here. It's a distant island. Maybe there's treasure on there. Or puffins? Probably not. There's sheep. Okay. Well, I just wanted to see what I was working with. Alright, let's activate the typewriter off rip. This is how I learned that life is what you make of it. And I had really given it my best try. I can't technically cry, but it's a real tearjerker, right? People are gonna eat it up. Okay. Your big debut. Interacting with the typewriter. Hey, a book. And there's always room for improvement, right? Go on, take your very first manuscript. Wow. This small stack of paper can be turned into a real book. This will be the drama they'll talk about for years from now. Oh no, what's this? Oops, what happened? And with one final clack of the keys, the typewriter fell silent. Oh, it's broken. Okay, so it gives you a +1 to classic sales, +5 to spooky effects, -5 to electrical effects. Oh, I can't believe it broke. Well, we became an author. Don't know if that's going to affect us somehow. Maybe it'll be in the newspaper. I love greeting all these people. Oh, hold on. Hi. Just dropping by real quick. Give me something with blood, violence, and splatter. Also, it couldn't hurt if it had a thrilling, gripping plot. Ooh, well, you said something cool. Blood. Good girl, bad blood. Student investigator turned podcaster Pippa is trying to leave her detective days behind, but how could she ignore this most recent disappearance when the police won't even investigate? That could be interesting. Good girl's guide to murder. Oh, this must be a spinoff on this. Angels and Demons. The girl who played with fire. The Westing game. One of us is lying. The Woman in White. I don't know that any of these has violence. Let's try Good Girl, Bad Blood. This is nowhere near gruesome enough. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry that you wanted something that's just gonna scare you to death. Whoa, hello. Interesting bookshop, Tomas. I haven't seen you at the lighthouse before. This is normally a pretty hidden spot. So, you know, people here like to be left alone. But I suppose that having some books around couldn't hurt. Let me see. Do you have any good drama books? I'm always looking to add more stage plays to my collection. Some loners at the lighthouse are looking for drama. Cool. I'll pick one out now. Thanks. Oh, okay. Now I wish I would have packed more drama books. Unfortunately, I have 2 drama books, girly. So I like philosophical books. I like books that basically rip my heart out. Okay, a philosophical book. I might come back to that. It's gonna be hard to find a philosophical book. Well, okay, A Room of One's Own. That classic piece by Virginia Woolf is thought-provoking and narrative exploration of the position of women as characters as well as writers in a literary tradition dominated by the patriarchy. That sounds philosophical, but I don't know. I read through those. Because she said she wanted something that was thought-provoking. It's like, well, I guess we'll try it. The Importance of Being Earnest. Ah, shucks. The importance of being earnest, not tragic enough. I passed my last exam and I'm looking for a new hobby, and I prefer books from this century. I really enjoy Happily Ever After cookbook. Okay, so you want books from this century and a new hobby. So hiking trails, that's a hobby. Hiking's a hobby, right? We might come back to that. It's not really a hobby. Well, she says she liked that, so I'm not gonna recommend that again. Probably gonna give her the hiking trails. And it's, oh wow, definitely give this a go. Glad you like it. Thanks for shopping. Toodles. Okay. Well, the Lighthouse was interesting. I definitely need more drama books for the Lighthouse to work. I like how every day there's going to report on my sales. I only sold 16 books today. I need more fact books. Oh, good. I got some. That was a good deal for 30. Not gonna buy any more, but that helped me re-up on the fact books, which I needed. I have some new customizations. I'm gonna take the skull off because I don't know. Now the broken typewriter, I think I want to take that off too. This cactus is fine. Now I have the hanging plants, which will give me drama and sale, but I have to trade off for something. So I can either keep, this also gives me travel, that gives me travel, this gives me drama and sale. I think that's a good mix. Now my old, can I do something with that? The old typewriter, I don't know. I don't know. I think we're gonna leave it like that. Okay, so today is Thursday, summer 11th. Looking at the calendar, it's not yet the girl's birthday, so I don't need to go back to the beach today. I can always go to the cafe. I haven't seen Tildy since we've been there. I'm trying to remember. So the cafe, the cafe, they prefer classic, crime, fantasy, and travel. The Lighthouse, everyone seems to like the same kind of books though, because the Lighthouse is now travel, crime, and drama. Let's go back to the cafe. Let me close this. Okay, so for the cafe, I'm gonna just take everything off on that shelf. So classic is their first choice, so let's stack that up there. And then crime, let's do a row of that. And then fantasy. And then travel. We have some at the bottom. We have a couple kids. I need to put a couple fact in there and some drama. Okay, so we have a good variety. So this is summer 11th and we're back here. Check the environment one more time. I'm looking for anything I can pick up. Guess not. Okay. All right, we're all up and running. Definitely should have Tilde here today. Hi. Okay, how can I help? Hey, I only want nonfiction. I hate those condescending self-help books. The Sea Around Us is one of my favorite of all times. So you like stuff about the water? We can try it. See if you like it anyways. Oh yes, I can't wait to learn more. Okay. I really need more fact books. I'm running low. Okay, we got a lot of people here. Alright, Tilde. Good afternoon. You know, I still have a few best-selling essentials left over from the last flea market. I'd be happy for you to take them off my hands at the next one this Saturday. And if not, it's always a nice opportunity to browse for some items, isn't it? Don't miss it, dear. Bye-bye for now. I wish she would just give me the stuff for free. Her stuff is kind of expensive. Oh, somebody needs help. So one person at a time. Ouch, my back. I'd like a young adult novel, and please give me something romantic. However, I'm not looking for children's books. So something romantic. The Hunger Games had a little bit of romance. Let's try that. Perfect. The Hunger Games has such a cool protagonist. Okay, so somebody else is asking for help, but I finally get to meet Mary M. Ah, you must be that person Tilde has told me about. I can see a small collection of classic books here. Good. I'm Mary M. DeVore. Welcome to my cafe, The Liberté, I'm sorry. You should know it's been family owned for about 200 years now. Throughout the years, the Liberté has hosted our history's greatest minds, from writers to revolutionaries. They all met right here. But surely you've done your own research into this town already. Either way, I have to get back to my customers. Goodbye. Are you going to buy something? Well, wait, I got to help her. So, dear, anything I haven't read yet? I can also go for a good whodunit. Also, bonus points if it's written by a woman. So, a crime. A whodunit is hard. Okay, this is a chilling first book in the Woman's Murder Club series, taking 4 crime-solving friends through the classic murder mystery. So, First to Die could be interesting, but it's not written by a woman. Now, Monster is written by a woman. This brilliant surgeon might be the only one who can figure out the twist motivations of a cold, calculated serial killer. I'm going to give you this one and see if you've read it. Really? No murder? Isn't that what it is? I don't know. I feel like she's being picky, girl. I feel like it had a murder, but okay. Not gonna argue with her. Now it's almost Saturday, which means I will need to get... That's why I'm also not trying to buy a lot, so I can actually have money this time. I made -7 after expenses. Wow. That's terrible. Okay, these free used books, we're definitely gonna take those, because I'm hurting for anything free. We have so many crime books. I don't even want to pay for more crime books, but I will pay 10 cents to get I got some more fact books, which I really appreciate. Okay, I don't want anything else. I'm a little disappointed that that's the energy that they're giving me. They're just putting all my expenses out there. Now this is day 12. So I need to go to the beach so I can see what's her name, because it's her birthday. Now, for the beach, we know that they like kids, fantasy, and crime. So we're going to take some of this off. Got to put more kids' books on here. Fill up the fantasy. Crime is full. And I'll do some assorted other ones just to have a couple, but they're not super important because nobody hardly buys these. Okay, so now we have a good variety. So this is Summer Beach 12. So I'm assuming we're going to see Harper. I'm still collecting seashells as well, because I know she's asked about them. So I have 9 out of 12. Probably not going to finish it today. Okay. Howdy. Yeah, I hope we get to say happy birthday to Harper. And it's good that Tildy gave us that tip too, so we can try to be more mindful of people's needs. What a week. I'm just getting back into reading, so I'd like something light and entertaining. However, facts, I don't want to hear them. Oh, so no facts. 5 on a Treasure Island was one of my all-time favorites. Let's look that up. So 5 on a Treasure Island is the first book in Enid Blyton's popular Famous 5 series, featuring 4 children and their dog Timmy on a summer adventure. So you want something light? It sounds like a kid's book. Sailor Moon might be interesting. The Little Prince. Because you like adventure. Maybe The Adventures of Pippi Longstockings. Marvelous. It's nice and light. Good. Glad that worked out. Hi. Oh, there's Harper, so we can say happy birthday. Hey, you know what? Is it birthday related? Hey, what? How did you know about that? Yeah, it's no big deal, you know, just the best day ever today. Summer birthdays are the best. We can picnic at the beach and I get to have as much ice cream as I want and no one can tell me no. Well, my parents did say I had to wait until after eating before I could swim again. But I'll forgive them this time since I'm almost a grown-up. Anyways, nice of you to say hello. I would offer you some cake, but we already ate it all. Sorry. Bye-bye. Well, I'm glad we got to say happy birthday anyways. I need magic, whimsy, occult stuff. I'm never going to be too old for a kid's book. And if it's 200 pages or less, that's a plus for me. It's for my little sister. Well, Jane's and the Giant Peach could be interesting. Animorphs could be interesting. The Little Prince is not whimsy. No. Well, I'm torn between Jane's and the Giant Peach and the Animorphs. Probably James and the Giant Peach. Alright, are you a magician? This is right up my alley. Perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, hold on. I'm in a bit of a hurry. I don't really like any plot twist. Also, life's too short to read a book with over 700 pages, but crime is my passion. I mean, I love a crime novel. So less than 700 pages, no plot twist. Well, that doesn't have a plot twist. If It Comes Tomorrow is also about betrayal, not a plot twist. Silence of the Lambs. Well, that's about crime. That might be good. After the Funeral, no, she doesn't like no plot twist. Yeah, no plot twist. So Silence of the Lambs could be a good one. If Tomorrow Comes could be a good one. And she definitely wanted under 700 pages. I'll just give you this one. Brilliant. Can't wait to see what happens. Cool. I love having inspired customers because it makes me even more sales in all categories, which is nice. Plus the bonuses I get for other categories. I'd love to start getting a bonus on my crime books because that's my biggest seller. I need an object that gives me a crime bonus. And a fantasy and a classic. So these are the 3 that don't have bonuses right now. Thanks so much for shopping. And we're almost to the 15 that we need to sell by the end of summer. Okay. I'm glad that worked out. No more seashells. Thanks. Cool. Keep it cute and keep it quick. So we actually made a little bit of profit today after expenses. They must have not have any news because what's going on? Now I want to look at my people. Her birthday's spring. We have spring, spring, autumn, winter, winter, autumn. So I only have one summer birthday. So good. I'm not missing anything. So this is Saturday. So we're going to be going to the flea market. Flea market, they like fact, travel, crime, and fantasy. So definitely have to hit that up today. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how to get these other locations. So... but let's go on to the flea market. I have almost 200 money, which is great. Okay. I want to clear. So, flea market likes fact books. So let's make a whole row. They also like travel. I have to have a variety, unfortunately. They like crime. Everyone seems to like crime. So let's do a whole row of that. And then fantasy. Gotta be strategic. Okay, so this is Saturday, summer 13th. Now, before I start talking to everybody else, I want to see what everyone else is selling. So Tilde is selling a stepladder. Oh, she's selling the same stuff from last time. I can actually afford to get it. Now this one gives me a +4 for inspiration duration and a +4 for expenses. That one fits 8 books, but a +2 to expenses. And this one helps everyone reach the highest parts of the shelves. When there's at least 5 kids books in the upper shelf, you get a +7 to kids sales chances, but it adds 2 to expense. Kids helps me when I go to the beach only. Doesn't help me in any other location. So this is going to add 8 more books to my collection. Thank you so much, Tilde. You're welcome. Okay, what do you got? Because now I don't have a lot. Bonjour. I only have 109. This gives me a +2 to fantasy. But I already have stuff that gives me a +2 to travel. Okay, what do you have? So the copper vase gives me a +15 to plant effects, +3 to danger, +1 to daily expenses. This gives me a +1 to fact sales, +3 to plants, +3 to daily expenses. I can't even afford the telescope. I don't know. Fact books, I don't care about plant effects. Because I only have 1 plant on my car so far, and it only adds a +2. Oh, so add +17. I might want that actually. Okay, now for the plants, +2 to classic. Now I did say I wanted something for classic books. This is +1 to classic, +1 to travel, +1 to fact, but it's a little out of my price point. This is +1 to kids, +1 to classic, +1 to fantasy, and then +1 daily expenses. Let me see what I make today, and I might come back. Because I also don't want to have 0 money, because then how am I going to park my stuff somewhere? Hi! She ran right over. Yeah, I might want one of her plants, but these things are so expensive. Even saving my money for most of the week. Oh, quick, I need a hand. Oh, she brought me a plant. A rescued plant given over to you into your custody by someone who'd rather go unnamed. It's +2 to classic sales, +1 to daily expense. Whew, that was heavy. Thanks for the help. Look, you gotta keep this all under wraps, alright? I know I just dropped a massive fern in front of you, but technically it's not mine. I kinda, stole it. I swear it was a rescue mission, though. Someone left it at my uni over break, and there was no one there to water it, so I couldn't exactly leave it there, right? Totally. Thank you. I knew you'd get it. Well, I'm sure I'll be in better hands with you. Perfect. Fits in perfectly with your whole cozy vibe. Thanks again. I gotta run now. Cheers. Oh, you could have at least bought a book, but thanks. Oh. Oops. She wants a recommendation. I'm looking for a new piece for my collection. I could go for something philosophical. I'm ready for a 700-page commitment, and I'm usually into classic literature. Oh, no. I don't have anything classic. Okay, do I have anything at 700 pages? Because maybe that's... Oh, that is. What is that? No, that's not really philosophical. Okay, The Secret History of Bookshop. It's not really philosophical, but it's 700 pages. So we might come back to that. Because, I mean, who just picks 700 pages? Like, oh, that's crazy. No, none of the crime books are 700. Oh, so you're probably going to be this then. I don't really say that's philosophical. I know, it's not. Because I didn't have any classics, I don't have anything philosophical. Hi dear, I can't help but think back to my youth whenever I look at you. I'm sure you haven't had a second to spare even a thought on retirement yet. But let me tell you one thing. Make sure you have some very good friends and as many things to do as possible or you will be bored. I myself volunteer for the town council where we organize events and community outreach. I read and game and sometimes even attend the occasional concert or exhibition. Yet nothing compares to the hustle and bustle of a bookshop. It's also tiring, yes, and I knew I couldn't go on doing it forever. But as soon as it was gone, my life became too quiet. Which is why I would like to have your fetching little shop around. Now let me find another pastime in your shelves. Oh, okay. I'm glad that worked out for you, Tildy. What do you have for me today? I want a book that's written by a woman and give me the good old classics. I don't got a classic, girl. So, I'm gonna have to start remembering to bring classics because surprisingly a lot more people have asked for that. Hey, how's it hanging? I still feel like something's missing in my writing. I need to figure it out or I'll keep letting the band down. Let's see if I have anything. Yo, you got anything inspiring? I'm getting more into nonfiction these days. I also wouldn't mind something niche and also a historical setting. Oh. Now this is philosophical. Interplay of nature and architecture. That could be interesting. This could also be interesting. He said something niche. But it's not historical. Now, Mesopotamian buildings is historical. It's kind of niche. Let's give you this. Seems like it checks your boxes. Wow, I've never heard of Mesopotamian buildings before. Cool, glad you like it. Hells yeah, Mesopotamian building seems dope. Thanks, mate. This is a massive help. And look at that ridiculous cover art. Where have you been hiding this gem? By the way, look what I found. I scored some really cool records at that stall back there. I haven't heard of any of these artists before, but maybe they'll give me some more ideas for songwriting. Now let's just hope my granddad's record player still does the job. Enjoy the market, alright? See ya. Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by. Yeah, I have no classics. I'm sorry, babe. I have a lot of people. This flea market is a great day to make money. I messed up by not having any classics. I could have definitely made more in sales. I need another bookshelf. I think only having one bookshelf is leaving me at a disadvantage because I don't have enough stuff. And then I sold out of drama books. Oh, let me talk to her. There was something I wanted from her. Sorry. I kind of want this because I like the idea of it giving me 3 different +1s. Thank you. Okay, now I'm packing up. Because now I can equip stuff for my next run. Now, they have, free valuables. Love those. Good selection of books. And then this one's 5, so you can't beat 5. I always want a variety when you can get it. Nothing inspiring. They're just talking about my expenses. It's like, please stop talking about my bills. Unfortunately, I still haven't unlocked anything else new. Now, Sunday, Mega Marché is not open. So, not going to be the right day for me to go. Maybe I'll go back to the beach. But I need to see what customizations I can do. So I have this, which lets me hold 8 more books. That's going to be helpful. And then I have this plant, which gives me a +1 to kids, classics, and fantasy, which I think is also going to be kind of helpful. Now the typewriter is broken. Can I hang this inside? Oh, I can. For now. Okay, cool. I'm trying to get as many pluses as I can. So now everything except for crime has a plus on it, which is wild. But I think we're going to go back to the beach. 'Cause I got to finish the seashells and selling fantasy books in order to complete the thing that she was asking me to do. So the beach, kids, fantasy, and crime. Now these people are not asking for as much travel as I have on here, so I will put a couple classics because these people were hollering about not having any classics. So now I can put 8 in this other little one on the side. So okay, so I have a good variety, so there's no excuse, but I really want another bookshelf, like a whole bookshelf, not just that little thing. Okay, let's look at seashells. Maybe I can finish that today. I just need one more. If there was one more anywhere. Oh, there's only one short, which is crazy. Hello. Well, I'll have to come back another time to get that last seashell. Oh, book help. When you have more than one book equipped, you can cycle through them. Oh, okay. I gotta get a book. Give me something with a low page count. Fact books are boring. Okay. That's probably good. Low page count. Yay, yippee. Great. I'm a busy person. That actually wasn't too bad. And I got rid of a drama book because nobody's going to be buying drama books. I'm almost done fulfilling the fantasy stamp. which is good. So hi. It's cool to greet the customers. Alright, girl, make them sales. I just need one more fantasy book to sell and I'll be done with that stamp. Oh, book help. What should I pick? I can only commit to something with 200 pages or less. However, fact books are boring to me. I can't get enough of the frog and toad together. Oh. You said you can't do more than 200 pages? Not a lot of pages, love. Unconventional, but Dragon Ball is my favorite. Okay. Alright, because you have such a low limit that 200 pages is not a lot. Okay, I sold enough fantasy books to complete that stamp. Harper! Oh, hold on. Sorry, Harper, I'll have to get back to you. What a week. I hate when books just end, give me a series. I have a soft spot for mysteries. So you want a series? That could be interesting. Now, this is a mystery. Let's give you this. Perfect. I'm glad I found the next part. Nice. Hey, look. Have you seen our sandcastles? Yay. We've completed the stamp. Jason and Ophelia and Sasha have been making the coolest castles in the world. Yep, and I told them how to do it because I know how. I'm going to be an architect when I grow up, you know. But it's all going way too slow because now we don't have enough shovels for everyone. Hey, you're an adult, right? You can get us some. But you probably need money, right? Here you go. So she gave me a castle donation box. When a book is bought, I get +1 for Harper's sandcastle construction. There, you can collect some and then you can get us some shovels. So the sandcastle architects need your help. Fund their constructions with the grant of 100 money. Yep, perfect plan. Good luck. Dang, Harper, I'm still working on your seashell thing. Harper's very ready. She's ready for you to... It's only 100 sales. Every time someone buys a book, they're going to donate a coin. So, may not take that long depending on how much sales I make. I think that's my last person. Dang, I drove off before they were even gone. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up this video here since it's a little over an hour already. Next time I come back, it'll be Monday, summer 15th. And we actually got some real news this time, but I'll do all this in the next video. But let me know in the comments below, how do you think of Tiny Bookshop?